Hello folks, greetings and salutations to you all. Welcome to another video. Yes, another video featuring the Lear 35A from FlySimWare. If you're all leared out and don't wish to spend any time consuming this content, feel free to depart and go and watch something else. I won't take offence. I'll take more offence if you stay and suffer through it. I don't want anything or anyone to suffer here on my channel, folks. What have I got for you today? I've got a beautiful aeroplane that absolutely, well, it has me by the short and curlies in the proverbial sense, and it doesn't want to let go. And I'm quite enjoying that, just quietly. Really has my attention. I'm enjoying flying it. It's just for the pure pleasure of flying. Continues to get updated. I think this is version 1.1.9, I think. Don't quote me on that, but early access, so it's a work in progress, but it continues to get better. And geez, I think it's pretty good in its current state. We've got a new livery. Well, new livery in a video on my channel, at least. It's a Swedish bird, and who doesn't enjoy a good Swedish bird? Hey, the blue and the yellow. I kind of see this as the Ikea aircraft. Ikea is Swedish, isn't it? So kind of works with me here, folks. Work with me. So we're flying the Ikea Learjet, right? You're going to have to suspend your disbelief a little bit here, but you're already on this channel, so you're well used to that. The Ikea Learjet, and let's say we're flying an emergency delivery of, what are those things called? Allen keys. You know, those Allen keys that seem to be required to assemble all the Ikea gear. It's an emergency delivery of Allen keys in a Learjet in the UK. Of all places. Let me show you the flight plan. This flight's actually been inspired by a couple of very kind viewers. I'm fortunate to have many kind viewers on this channel, but there's a couple of you that have inspired this one. Let me show you the flight plan. Alright, so we're back in the UK, as I mentioned. Inspired by a couple of viewers. One who sent me an email, and thank you to you, sir. I will respond to that email. It just takes me a while to actually catch up on my correspondence, but I will get there, and I very much enjoyed receiving that email. You know who you are. A viewer that hails from this part of England, which is kind of known as Shropshire. Now, I don't know that this particular viewer hails from this origin today, the little place called Sleep. I just love the name Sleep. Don't we all enjoy a good sleep, from time to time? So we're going to begin in the general area of Shropshire, as a tribute to old mate who sent the email, and we're going to head up to Scotland, a little place called Dundee. You might have heard of it, folks. Beautiful little place there on the River Tay, Dundee. That's our destination today. Now we're taking a bit of a scenic route here. We've got a few VORs to sort of help us navigate today. So we begin our journey out of Sleep, a very wet and windy Sleep, and then heads kind of across Wales, this beautiful part of the world here, this forest park, to our first VOR, which will be, of course, Valley VOR, well known to a lot of people in the simming community, this sort of area. Then the Isle of Man. Haven't been sort of in this part of the world for a little while. Isle of Man, and then we go up towards Turnberry. We enter Scottish airspace. Turnberry, Glasgow, the Perth VOR, and then into Dundee. That is the plan. So yeah, a bit of a scenic route, it's a bit of a C-shaped route, isn't it? We're putting the sea in Dundee. No, it doesn't make any sense, folks, but I think I just came up with a title for the video, and that'll do me. The Sea in Dundee. Sleep to Dundee. We're in the Lear 35A. Weather looks very ordinary, but we'll shoot up through that, get on top with our Swedish bird. Oh, geez, I've got a few ingredients here, folks. This video could take a very dirty turn. I'll try and keep it clean for the kiddies. Let's go flying. Alright, so engine start has been achieved here in Sleep. Now, I am aware, those of you that are familiar with Sleep and are familiar with the Learjet, you're probably thinking, geez, this is an inappropriate location from which to fly the Lear. And I would agree with you wholeheartedly. But this whole channel's a bit inappropriate, really. I'm going to hope that there's a decent old breeze blowing, and I'm going to hope that it's kind of aligning itself down a runway, giving us a decent headwind component. I think we're going to need it. I think the longest strip here at Sleep's about 1,000 metres, so... and it's wet. Anyway, oh, look at the display. It's just a bloody... It's a visual vomit there. We've got some red stuff. Bloody hell. Oh, this could be quite interesting. Early stage of the flight anyway. We might get going before the red heads overhead Sleep. Might be the plan, eh? But we're sort of heading out to Valley, which is over here. We're sort of heading away from it, it would appear. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The Lear's gonna handle it. It's not like we're flying in an open bloody cockpit biplane here, are we? And, old mate, you've got to remember, this is a simulator. You're not going to get wet. Stop worrying about these things. What runway can we choose here at Sleep? Should have done some planning. Waypoint info. Don't mind me, folks. Skip ahead if you like. That's why I put the little timestamp things in. So runway 523 looks to be the go. Does it? Alright, so just jump back outside. Where's that wind? Where's that wind stop? Is it telling us the truth? We don't know. Anyway, folks, leave it with me. I'll find a runway that has the most headwind component, and we'll see how we go. Alright, so welcome to runway 05 here at Sleep. 05 with a big yellow cross through it. I'm going to choose to ignore that cross. This could be interesting. Can't see where we're going terribly well. No wipers to get rid of that wet stuff on the windshield, and probably helps that we can't see where we're going. Hey, we won't get too scared about how close we actually come to the lights and pylons and all that sort of good stuff. I think we're good to go, folks. Trims, flaps, lights, camera action, fingers are crossed, sphincters are tight, all of that stuff. So we'll make a left turn after Sleep and then head towards the Valley VOR. So kind of go backwards to go forwards. That's kind of how life works sometimes, folks, isn't it, eh? Not that I want to get too deep here in this video, just want to enjoy myself. That's what it's all about. We'll spool them up like so, with that full power coming in, or close enough to full power. Shouldn't have to worry too much about our temps today. Bring that juices in. Call that power set. Just worried about our temps. Keep it under the yellow. Keep it under the yellow. Let's go. Release the brakies and away we go. Airspeed becoming alive. There we go. Looking for about 120 on the rotate. Here we go. Will we get airborne before the end of the strip? I'm confident we will, folks. 120, let's go. Oh, piece of piss. Nice big stutter. That's more than a stutter, that's a nice big pause. Away we go as we accelerate. Climb up through the muck here. flaps coming up. Don't bust that speed. Retrim, continuing to accelerate. We can come back on the power, mate, because you have got ourselves very close to that red line temp. Retrimming. Continuing to accelerate through 1500 feet. Righto. Temps and all that other stuff's in the green. We're good. Retrimming. We'll make that left-hand turn. All flying by the clocks here, folks. Get rid of that flight director. It annoys me. Flutters away. I'm using a new mod for the cockpit textures as well, and for the cabin textures. I'll link to that in the description. You can get various options now, thanks to our wonderfully generous modding community, up through 250 knots now. Kind of where we want to stay. Continuing the left-hand turn. The muck continues as well. Starting to get on top. I'm starting to see some light. Right, up through about flight level 210 at this time. We're still well and truly in the grey. A little bit of light starting to make its way through the higher level cloud, but big low pressure system currently sitting over the top of the UK by the looks of it. We continue on climb to, what do I plug in, 32? Yeah. 32,000 feet, continuing a pretty decent sort of climb. We could climb a little better than that actually, mate, if you want to push a little bit more juices into the big fans. There we go. We'll just zoom out on the display. See, we are clearing the weather, so as we track north, it gets better by the looks of it. Eh? Certainly from the Valley VOR onwards, we should be in clear skies. But yeah, give me a shout out in the comments if you happen to hail from this part of the world, this part of England, or Wales, or anywhere in the UK. I always enjoy hearing from you guys. Thank you for your support to me and this channel over the years. We'll next see you in the cruise segment, folks. Somewhere overhead the Isle of Man would be my guess. We do have another feature YouTube channel if you're interested in that. And then we'll fly and approach into Dundee, Scotland, where we'll pay a virtual visit to another kind viewer. You know who you are. Anyway, we'll see you in the cruise, folks. Alright, welcome to flight level 340. Ended up going to 34 just to make sure we're out of this muck. Huge weather system here. But we're in clear air now. We've got a nice bit of breeze up to date as well. Well, we did have. Now it's pretty much across the nose, 42 knots. About 9 miles shy of the VOR there on the Isle of Man. Everything going quite well, getting across the ground at 4:38 knots, which I'll take any day of the week and twice on Sundays. Shall we have a look at the feature YouTube channel? Let's do that. So today's feature YouTube channel is travel related. I'm travelling virtually to a different part of the world on this flight, and I do enjoy it. I live vicariously through other people's travel these days, and that generally happens via watching YouTube videos, including channels like this. This is Cara and Nate. They're a couple from Nashville, Tennessee. They do some good stuff, almost 1,000 videos on their channel. They've been everywhere, just about everywhere. Lots of subscribers, close to 4 million subscribers, and probably making a tremendous amount of coin through their exploits, but they truly go everywhere. I like their style of video. I like them as a couple. They genuinely seem in love and happy with each other, which is no mean feat considering their life is each other 24/7. So I admire them for that. But look, worth checking out. There's lots and lots of travel channels there on YouTube, folks, isn't there? This is just one that I happen to enjoy. I've featured some other ones here on the channel before as well. Worth checking out. You want to live vicariously through a young couple from Nashville, Tennessee. I'll next see you for a descent and approach segment as we get closer to Dundee, Scotland. Alright, well on descent now into Dundee. We're planning an ILS. This was something different. It'll be an improvised ILS, of course, from yours truly. ILS down to 09. I was expecting to land 27 in Dundee, but apparently the breeze is a southeasterly, so it's favouring 09. Quite a strong southeasterly as well. We'll see how we go. We're down through about 7,000 at this time, so we'll be on the ground before too long. Alright, concluding stages, folks. Just intercepted the localizer here. Pretty much on the glide, on the loc, close enough to it. Dundee, Scotland appears ahead of us. We've got a strong headwind here, 33 of the best knots you'll find. Wowzers. I'm going to keep the power in a little bit, fella, into 150. We've got one stage of flap out. Boots are laced, as all those cool Yank pilots say. Bird's starting to get vocal. Right on cue. Been an enjoyable flight, quite quick, under an hour, well under an hour. 48 minutes on the timer. We've covered the ground pretty quickly here in the Lear. She gets along. Right, we're on the path here, flying all right, 160. Maybe down to 150 to drop final flap. Happy enough with this. 29 knots, wind holding up for us. Beautiful Dundee, Scotland. Never got to this part of the world IRL, but thanks to the simulator, I can come here anytime I want. I might come back in the near future as well. Been a while since I've been here in a sim. And thanks for the suggestion from the kind viewer who hails from this part of the world, and for your support, mate. It's nice to pay you a virtual visit. And we'll take final flap. Now down through 1,000 feet. We're all good, down through 140. The flaps are set, gears down. Our fingers are crossed, our sphincters are tight, and because we're in the Lear, our reversers are armed. Getting slightly low on it now. Not too concerned. The birds have quietened down a little bit, so I take my cue from them. 2 whites, 2 reds, all good. 140, probably want to slow down a little bit though. Closer to that sort of VRF guess of about 120. All good, that wind's holding up. 23, strong breeze, isn't it? Off the River Tay. Alright, down to 130 indicated. Slightly high. I mean, you work for your money in this bird, but it's very rewarding. Feels so nice to hand fly it. .130, slightly high but comfortable. The wind's holding up for us. We should come to a pretty quick stop here in Dundee. Hopefully the sim performance holds up. Stutter free, be nice. We're going to get a bit high and quick here if we don't do something about it. Runway 09 Dundee, folks. And on. Those thrust reversers happening. They're deployed. Oh yeah, we're slowing up real quick, aren't we? Nice. Bring them back in. Get our steering on. Excuse me. A little bit of braking. We'll get flaps up as we depart the active. Folks, welcome to Dundee, Scotland. And thank you once again for your company in another flight. Not sure what the next video will entail. it probably won't feature the Learjet, but then again, I am enjoying flying it, and that's what simming should be about, folks. You fly what you enjoy, whatever that looks like. Until we next meet, you stay well, you enjoy your simming, and bye for now.